So I get the opportunity to counsel somewhere around 15 to 20 people every week. Virtually every person who comes into the counseling office is struggling with some kind of interpersonal problem. Issues with a spouse, with a parent, with their kids, with the boss, coworkers, friends, lots of different people. Either the counselee is hurting because of something that's been done to them, or they are hurting someone, but there's hurt that's happening. And so I will hear things like, they make me so mad, or I just can't control my anger when I'm with that person, and I just can't do this anymore. Now, no doubt, people are going to do things that hurt us. And the closer that those people are to us, the deeper that hurt will be. And no doubt, we are also going to hurt people around us. But no one can make us think something. We all choose what our minds are going to be focused on. We choose what we focus on. If I take the stance that other people make me feel certain ways, well, then I'm off the hook of responsibility. I can go through my life blaming other people for why I am the way that I am. The downside is I put myself in a pretty powerless position. If others make me think the way I do, then I'll need others to stance that others make me feel certain ways. I am off the hook of responsibility. I can go through my life blaming other people for why I am the way that I am. The downside is I put myself in a pretty powerless position. If others make me think the way I do, I'll need someone to rescue me and pull me out of my crappy thoughts. This is just a miserable place to live in, because when people don't pull us out of those places of being miserable because of the thoughts that are going in our heads, now I'm blaming people for putting me where I am, and I'm blaming people for allowing me to stay where I am and not rescuing me out of that spot. This makes me almost a helpless child, is where that puts me, unable to escape this victim state. And what makes matters worse is I can become really comfortable being in that miserable place. I don't need to take positive actions. I can just keep blaming others for my lot in life, and I don't have to concern myself with a lot of effort and the intimidation of the hard work of change, because we know change is hard work. One of my favorite scripture passages is found in the book of Matthew chapter 25. It's the parable of the talents. In the story, there's a landowner who goes away on a journey, and he entrusts a lot of his wealth to three of his, what are his trusted workers, his trusted employees, with the expectation that they would take that wealth and they would invest it someplace, do something with it, so that when the landowner returned, he would get not only his wealth, but also whatever the three of his helpers earned for him. Well, two of them take the wealth that he's given to them, they go out, they go invest it, and he comes back and he says, good and faithful servants, you guys did exactly what I asked you to. Because you were faithful with a few things, I'm going to give you more responsibilities. The third guy, however, he took the wealth that was given to him, and he went out and he buried it because he was afraid of failing. He was afraid of failure. So he buries this money, and then he blames the landowner for having too high of expectations on him. Well, the landowner calls him a wicked and a lazy servant. That's not what we want to be called. Well, we are all responsible for the thoughts that occupy our minds. This this employee was responsible for the fear that he was living in. That was because it was his mind. The dandelions that are in our yard are for us to eliminate. So, just like our thoughts are for us to deal with, we take captive the thoughts that do not honor God, and we get rid of those things because that's our responsibility. So, next week, we'll finish this series, and we'll actually finish for the summer of our Soul Care series videos when we learn about the concept of renewing our minds. We want to get rid of the old thoughts, and we want to be able to renew our minds so that we are thinking good things instead of the old stuff. So everybody have a great rest of your week, and I will look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Take care, everyone.